Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom Fury. This is a Zero News short. I don't really feel like being in front of the camera today, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. But with that said, I had to come on. And by the way, sorry about the wait that you've just had. That is exactly the amount of time it takes me to share this video everywhere using the current methods that StreamYard allows you. Which sucks, I know, but I'm working on making something slightly more interesting. But for now, we're stuck with what we're stuck with. Before I go to the reason why I've even pulled you here today, I just want to mention one quick thing. I was sent by Jeremy Mally's, a good friend of the channel, a article on a guy in, I wonder if I still got it up. A guy, there we go, BBC one here. So the premise of the article is COVID reinfection. Man gets COVID twice and second hit more severe in quotes, right? So that's the headline. And when you read further down into it, you find out there's been actually very, very few cases, so few they can only drag 3 up on here. And the other cases, two of the other people didn't have it any worse, and the third one did have it worse but was not hospitalized. This guy was hospitalized and couldn't breathe the second time that he had it. Point of it was, we were on here just a couple of days ago talking about why don't they know if you can get reinfected with it. I mean, in this article, which I may actually put in the description, in this article it goes into lengths explaining, they don't know how long protection lasts. Well, hang on a minute. This goes against everything I was ever taught as a kid. I'm not a scientist, but what do you mean you don't know how long a protection lasts? I thought the only thing where you don't know how long a protection lasts is, say, a mum's antibody system to the child or something like that. Again, I'm not a scientist. This may be academic. But in all seriousness, this is the perfect narrative for getting a vaccine, because they're saying it's going to last like 2 years or whatever, yeah. But actually, based on what the narrative they're trying to spin here, BBC, is that you could get reinfected. And despite the fact they're admitting themselves that the actual cases are so low, they've only managed to find 3 of them themselves. There is a link there, though, by the way, so you can actually go and find how many people have actually been reinfected, which I'm going to have a look at in a little while. But the point being is, you can see that they're going to be using this as a narrative for vaccine. Otherwise, based on this, it could go one side of Europe to the other, to the other, to the other, except for the fact there's so few cases of reinfection. And based on the crappy testing, the recalled testing, the testing that just didn't work, how do we even know? I mean, it's got a timeline on here of when this person got ill, and this is the other bit of weird thing about it. I'll just read this bit to you. 25th of March, first wave of symptoms include sore throat, cough, headache, nausea, diarrhea. 25th of March, that was. 18th of April, he tests positive for the first time. It's quite a while. 27th of April, initial symptoms fully resolved. 9th and 26th of May, he tests negative for the virus on those 2 occasions. Why was he tested so often? 28th of May, he develops symptoms again, this time including fever, headache, dizziness, cough, nausea, and diarrhea. 5th of June, he tests positive for the second time and is hypoxic with shortness of breath. So this is one person. One person, okay? So I'm still, as I'm saying the other day, they say that they've been monitoring this. They say, by the way, that this guy has not got reinfected. They say this guy has got reinfected as opposed to the illness staying dormant and then coming back. They say the 2 samples they've taken are very, very different, even though they're also saying the virus isn't changing very much at the moment. It all just goes against a lot of the things that were said right at the very beginning by scientists that seem to have been right then, and they seem to be right now. So there's also another interesting site. I remember a post for you, which is I was one by recommended by Pete Hitchens. I can't think now. Anyway, so I just wanted to bring this up because I'm going to put a link to it and you have a look at it and make your own mind up on it. But the next thing, the main reason for me coming on is just wanted to show you something that one of the watchers of the show has sent in a clip, and we'd asked for some clips for Remembrance Day so that we could put them together, people in different parts of the country putting clips together. Anyway, this person sent in a clip, and both he and I agree that what he found is in pretty bad taste. But I do need to make a disclaimer before showing you this clip, and that is that what I'm saying now will make sense when you watch the video. The cenotaph in question here that you're about to see is something that was added on to the gardens that were there originally. So the cenotaph is the add-on, not the gardens. Okay, so you have to bear this in mind before watching this video, because otherwise it could have you even more outraged than perhaps you should be. But nevertheless, where it's still a cenotaph, it's still supposed to be there on it. It's still there for all those same reasons. Does it seem appropriate to be honoring the dead with vegetables? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this person's thank you to the guy who submitted this, by the way. But I'm going to play this person's video in its entirety, simply because he was honoring the dead. You can see him talking about honoring the dead, and then you can see where it goes to. So I'm just going to let it play. And then when it's done, I'm just going to credits and out. I'm not really, like I say, I don't really want to be on camera today. So, but it needed a disclaimer of just that part. Otherwise, it would kind of be a little bit of a fake story to kind of say, oh yeah, they've done this to this cenotaph. It's like I said, the cenotaph is the add-on, but then nevertheless, no cenotaph is an add-on, is it? Cenotaph is a cenotaph. So let's see what you guys make of it. Anyway, so like I said, with the COVID thing, I'll link this so that you can have a proper look for it, because I kind of rushed out a little bit too much because I didn't really want to get caught on this today. But yeah, so I'll let you watch this clip, and then I'm going to bugger off pretty much straight away. So we'll just go straight into credits and off. But just have a look and see what you think. I thought it was pretty bad. Bad would be the I think it's bad taste. I think his words were bad taste. I think that's what it is. It's in bad taste. So if I can get that on there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself off screen so you won't hear my voice anymore, and then I'm just going to go and play this clip in its entirety and then call it a day. I hope you don't mind, but I will check your comments and stuff afterwards. And thanks for having a bit of patience with me. I wouldn't have done this on StreamYard. It's just with my video editor and everything else not working. This is the only way I could see of doing this properly. Right, guys. So with that said, I'm going to take myself out and play you the video.